Cats, if you could hear us all right. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Literally, this is the last day of March. Is that a little bit crazy? The end of the first quarter of 2025? Like, I don't know if you guys feel this way or not, but I get really reflective and I'm just like, how was the first quarter? What's the next quarter going to be like? And all I'll say is, I'm gonna pray out with this as well too at the end of today. But um, I believe that this first quarter, if I were to describe it, was a big season of bolstering, of gathering, of connecting, of strong structuring, of celebration, yes, but it felt like we were getting really deep roots together as a community. And it's so strong, so strong. The culture, the community. If you're newer here, by the way, welcome to the family. There's something that's happened in the last 90 days that this whole community has gathered together and we're just like, we're doing something major together. And that's what's happened. And now that we have those strong roots, this next season, this next quarter, I believe you're already seeing it, but I believe you're going to see way more fruit than what you saw in the last 90 days as well, too. I was chatting with Danielle Singh, and she just telling me all the amazing things happening in her team and her business, for example. And I'm just like, it's happening. It's happening. So who here is expectant and ready for the next 90 days to be the most fruitful days of your life, your business, and everything, right? So I'm super excited and expectant for it. And how do we do that? Well, really the keystone is this IPA call is that really big part of it, right? So if you're new, IP stands for income producing activities. And that means that on this call, just like what you're seeing with Katie and Cindy and Paula, if you did something that generated a sale or something that generated a brand partner enrollment, however big, however small, doesn't matter. But specifically what we are, and I want to encourage us to continue as we become better and bigger. One thing I was thinking about this morning, I'm putting in my subconscious, is what does this call look like with 1,000 people? Can you guys imagine that one day? Like this call's 1,000. Once we get there, there's so many IPs are going to happen all the time. So something I'd encourage is to challenge us with our IPs when we share them, aim to share. We want the most important parts of the story that lead to the result and to really focus on the IPA. So we're not looking for interest. Like, for example, I did this and I have tons of people interested and I hope they buy tomorrow. That's good. But I want to encourage us to focus on the ones that actually happen itself, because whatever you focus on will expand. Who here, by the way, wants more sales and enrollments, not only just interested people, right? Like that's my encouragement to us as we become better trainers and really get this down. But it's also going to make this call extra tight and right to the point as well too, and everything. So with that, a couple of announcements just to get us oriented. If you are new, be sure, number one, we have a system here. Launch your business, your 7-day posts. And then from there, we have an IPA tracker that everything is based off of here. So you can find this tracker in your team boards, but it's our daily stuff that we do. And that's what this call is all about. And that's how everyone's generating amazing results to really be able to go through on that. All right. A couple things this weekend. I want to give a big shout out. Saturday, we had an amazing call with Kelly Smith and Shauna Carroll. Who here saw that academy training? They were talking all about, I got so our phones blew up because it was so good. It was so powerful. And I'm like, that was a perfect capstone to the first quarter. If you missed it, we have all of our replays and our trainings on the Champions Network YouTube. That's one you definitely need to watch. It was life-changing, Tracy said. Let's go. It's one that you want to replay. It was so good because it really talked about the simplicity of what we do and how to really scale this and duplicate this. So shout out to them. It was so good to the point that we're doing a part 2. For me personally, this is one thing I'm driving heavily because if you've been plugging in with us, we all have a lot of seeds that have been planted. But who here would love to have your prospects, your customers, your partners in front of people like a Kelly Smith or a Shauna Carroll? We're also have Tim Edwards, who I love. He's going to even out our cast. He's a dude that's doing amazing things, that's running the system. But this is a call that this is my promise to you. if you pack, you will get people coming on converted into a brand partner that actually want to start selling the product. So this is one that you want to bring on all of your prospects, all of your follow-ups, all of your customers, all of your brand partners to re-engage. And it's so big to the point we are literally raffling off a free set of drops for this call. So it's going to be a webinar. It's a different Zoom link. This is in all the prospect groups. Like, this is a big, big thing. The password is champion. So similar to this one, we're doing a webinar, not a Zoom meeting, because honestly, I'm scared of hackers. So webinars, hackers cannot hack into, so we won't have any surprises, but it's going to be a fantastic one. And I expect the lines are going to be maxed out on this. Don has 2 confirmations for Thursday. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. So that one, be sure to drive and everything. Cindy, any thoughts on that? We'll talk about this all week, but yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh my gosh, you're all going to absolutely bring down the house. You guys, if you have been waiting to invite to one of these different drop talks, I'm going to put my money on this crew right here. Just in everything that they've done, both in their business, but also in their health as well. So I would bring everybody on that you have ever talked to about the drops, whether you've invited them to a previous drop talk or not. This is a great time to even get, I'm going to say, people that you've recruited. Put me in the comments if you've recruited somebody and they haven't launched, or you've recruited somebody on the discount, right? They signed up because they wanted the discount. This is the call that you're going to want to get all of those different people on, and even including the people who have launched and then maybe didn't do anything else, right? So I'm going to be sending out mass invites to everybody that I've ever talked to about the drops, whether I've recruited them, sold to them, or they haven't followed through. Absolutely, this is it. This is the call, guys.
Let's go. We're going to get them converted like crazy, and can't wait. So drive that all week, guys. My challenge to everybody on this is to bring at least 10 people on the call. Okay. You will be so thankful that you made that commitment, and every one of us can absolutely do that. So if you're committed to that 10 people challenge for that call, put a 10 in the comments below. We're going to pack this thing out like crazy. And thank you to Kelly, Shauna, and Tim, because it's going to be amazing and everything. All right. So we have that. One other announcement is, remember, we have the big driving force. Actually, right after this, I was supposed to have this call with John Wadsworth and Katie Holt Larson and the chairs and above. Right after this, I'm actually talking to them. And one of the big things we're talking about that they want to hear about is what we're doing with this trip. Guys, this thing is causing a buzz. It's causing a ruckus. People are like, what are we doing? So this really is one keystone, one thing that we're putting together. We're bringing hundreds of us to Punta Cana. Many of you have already qualified or on track to qualifying. Adela Sanchez just let me know she wrapped up week 2 of 3 weeks of her checks to get qualified for this, for example. So be sure to get onto this. If you have not yet opted in, I want to encourage you that there's still absolutely time on the clock to win. And everyone here can be here. We just don't want to party without you and everything. Lindsay, any thoughts as you've been running this? Any thoughts on this as well too?
Yeah, I mean, the trips are everything, right? The trips are everything. You want everybody to be on these trips. You want yourself on these trips. You want your teams on these trips. It really is, when it comes down to community, when it comes down to, what we're doing on the daily. And I will tell you, there are a lot of people out there when you're going to talk to people about the products or the opportunity here, there are going to be people that, yes, they want to make money, but there are so many people that are looking for community. They're looking for a group of people to be with, that they support, that they love, that they can really build something of purpose with, right? And so these trips are everything. So that is something that we are super passionate about, is traveling and being on these trips together. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Yeah, we have so many memories on this. I can't wait for it. It's right around the corner. Last announcement is remember, we do have in North America an outstanding full throttle level up challenge to get everybody to Ultimate, to max out the compound, to win a free PXP ticket to our biggest annual conference, and also be able to earn extra trip credit. So you can win what corporate's throwing as well too. So if you're not Ultimate, or you have teammates that are Ultimate, or not yet Ultimate, this is the focus. We have a couple weeks, well, we have this month on the clock to really drive this, but it's super huge. Kelly, I'd love for you to chime in on this. You've been helping a lot of your team go Ultimate, but why is Ultimate so important for you and the team?
A couple of reasons. Ultimate, number one, we want people to make the most money, right? They're sharing, they're excited about building a business. So why leave money on the table? And you are leaving a lot of money on the table if you're not Ultimate. So that's number one. Number two is community, right? If they find success very quickly, they become sticky, and they get sticky in the community, and they'll stay longer. So I think it's just important for a lot of reasons. And we're excited about doing it.
There we go. Come on. So big challenge. If you're already Ultimate, remember, if you personally sponsor 3 people and you help them go Ultimate during this period, you too earn an extra PXP ticket as well too. So that's something many of us are Ultimate. If you are already Ultimate, put a U in the comments below. Like, I know probably over half of this line is. So congratulations. That's what I'm focused on right now. I'm like, who else am I going to help as well too? And if you're not Ultimate, talk to your coach, mentor, whoever you're working with, and be like, I need to figure this out. We'll figure it out with you. All right, cool. Sorry, lots of announcements. Monday, catch us up and everything, but we are done. Let's get into some IPAs. Miss Katie Garner, you're first.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to keep it short, but I do want to say that call on Saturday, thank you, Kelly, thank you, Shauna, gave me another perspective on how to recruit. It made me feel like if they can do it, I can do it. And I went ahead and, okay, so let me do the steps. February 8th, new friend request. Thanks to Cindy and Lindsay. Everybody is involved with this. And she liked a post. In case you're interested, I'm putting, here's what the drops do. I'm adding you to the group. And I forgot about her. So after that call on Saturday, I decided, let me go through the drop revolution and see who I've added to this group. Because you don't remember. And if you don't write it down, you're not going to remember. So I thought, who is this Beth person? And I'm like, oh, she's my friend. Because if you have friends with other people, you're not going to know exactly who everybody is. I said, I said, hey, I noticed you joined the group. Thanks for joining. Is there any questions I can answer for you? And basically Saturday, I went ahead, sent her the video, went through the board, sent the video. She said, I really don't want to share. Is that my only option? I said, it's not your only option, but it is the best option. And she said, okay, let's do it. Got her on the phone because that's something else the boards tell us to do. Talked with her. She was happy to give me her phone number, her email. She signed up with a 4-pack. James, also, I want to say for you, she didn't want to get tagged in the group. So I sent her the videos from Drop Revolution, and the one that you have, question and answer, is an excellent video. And when she got through that, realized she's also a retired RN. When she realized everything was herbal and natural, she was ready to go. So that's it. Just a lot of steps. Go through your friends in the revolution, and that's it. Thank you.
That was a perfect IPA, by the way. I love that. Awesome.
Thank you.
Lindsay or Cindy, I'll toss it to you guys.
Yes, I was going to say, like, the steps, Katie, it's so important that everybody on this call gets to hear, right, all of the little things that lead up to this. I couldn't agree more. Like, the perfect IPA right? We love all the stories and we love all the things, but really giving the tactical pieces of what you did all the way through is so helpful for everybody. You know, I was writing things down here. Like if you write through those steps, if you go back and listen to what Katie said, it was, you know, adding a new person into her network and really going through and going, oh, like, who did I forget? I would recommend, guys, like, as you're adding people into your network, have a notebook, like, have something where you do write those names down so you are able to keep track of that. Because it is hard, right? It's a lot when you're doing that and you're just like, oh, I'm adding people, but those, I mean, look, you have a new brand partner from just adding somebody to your network just in February. I mean, that is incredible. It just goes to show, guys, if you are to go and do these steps on the tracker every day, write those names down and get people through the funnel. When we say through the funnel, right? Like multiple exposures, making sure they're inside of the group where they get that third party. So it backs this stranger that added a friend, you know, that added you as a friend, stranger, Katie, right? It gives you that credibility. It's brilliant. It was a brilliant IPA. And Katie, congratulations. Look at you. I'm so
my first 4-pack too.
that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Katie. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Does anybody else on this call absolutely love Katie's laugh? When she laughs, like it just like it hits my soul. It really does. You have one of my favorite laughs I've ever heard, just as a complete side note. I also want to say there was one thing in there that I think is a really great piece of advice for every single one of us to do today and over the next few days. Okay, because how many of us are guilty of not writing down every single name of every person we've ever talked to, right? We're busy. We're in our cars. We're at the store. We're like, oh, yeah, let me do this. Let me do that. We're multitasking. She went through your customer group. For some of you, it's Drop Revolution. For some of you, it's Wellness 360, wherever it is that you add people. Okay. Go through that customer group. You can very easily go and look at the members and look and see who you're friends with, right? And then start clicking on your friends in that group and see if you've ever had any previous conversation with them. That is a great way to start to re-jog that memory of, oh yeah, I forgot about this person, and get them on that drop talk we just talked about, right? Follow up with them. Say, hey, you know, I know we talked about this at one point. There's a really, really great drop talk coming up. I think you'll really, really get something out of it. Okay. So that is a really good suggestion to do today in the next couple of days leading up to the drop talk. They're already in the group. Okay. So that's it. Congratulations, Katie.
Congratulations. Love it. Cindy Kellick.
Hey there. Oh my goodness.
Miss Punta Cana qualified, by the way. Come on.
Oh, it feels so good to be back. I mean, I've just been unplugged for so long because of my spiritual retreat, but which it's awesome. But I'm operating on 3 hours of sleep a night. It's crazy. But anyway, okay. So I took 3 packs of drops with me to that retreat, sold them all. And I have 2 more people that they're on their second round of drops.
Quick question, Cindy. So when you took them on your retreat, how'd you sell them?
So they had been watching me because we're on Facebook, because we're all on team is what it's called. And so they've been watching my story and they've just been seeing my progress. And so they're wanting what I want. And so I sent them information, but we just hadn't time to connect because we were really focused on the Lord and doing all of our stuff. And so anyway, I took them just in case, and I got them all sold. It was just crazy. So going to really work with them today and get them going. So they're excited. I've got 2 nurses. They're on their second round. I have another that is, she's ready to start. She bought her drops a while back. And so she's like, okay, now we're done with this. And now it's going to start. I'm going to start doing that. So there was that. Then I was so unplugged on Facebook, but Facebook worked for me because I set it up before I left. And I had another person come over last night and picked up some drops.
When you say you set up Facebook, I'm assuming you mean you scheduled your post. Is that what you're saying?
I scheduled my post, but I wasn't even engaging in my post. I just couldn't. I just had no time. And but it was still working for me. So I was still getting things in Messenger. I got a call yesterday and from someone who'd been, stalking my post, of course. And she wanted to connect with me. And so I gave her my phone number in Messenger. And then she called me last night and she's like, okay, so I'm on your site and da 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 da. And so she's looking at everything and she had everything already in her bag and everything. So she got a 4-pack of drops and she got 2 advantages. And then I said, we're going to do without subscription. And she goes, but I want those advantages. I go, you absolutely will. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that, I put in my little tracker that I take care of to give you a call back. And we're going to get you set up on Advantage. And she goes, okay. And then 2 months later, I'll get on the drops. I mean, this girl was just so out of it. Like, I want all this information. I want this. I want that. But she has a brother-in-law who is a doctor. The brother-in-law who is a doctor researched us and said, no, you need to get on these drops. OMG, y'all. That is my big thing today. So, and then I've got other people, so I'm pretty busy doing things. So I need to place her, but I need to get more customers because I'm sure that she won't do this as a business. But then I don't want to discount that. And what I wanted to talk about was this lady, and it was so cool that she became a brand partner just to get the discount and stuff. She went and trolled on you, James. She found you on YouTube and she reached out to me and said, hey, what if I want to start doing this and sharing this with other people? And I saw this James Zing and you didn't tell me anything about him. And so I'm like, oopsie, I really didn't, did I? Because I'm just thinking, well, she doesn't want to do this as a business. This is not for her. Do not discount anybody, y'all. Nobody. You just share everything with them and they can say that, but you never know who's going to come back to you. And I have so much stuff, y'all. I have a lot going on in here. It's like, sorry.
Quick question, Cindy. It sounds like how many total drops did you sell? I counted 8. How many do you think there was in there?
And then 4, and then for the 4-pack online for 8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
8 guys. Come on. Congratulations, Cindy.
Thank
so
you.
many things. So many things. Cindy.
8 boxes of drops and being disconnected. I mean, that is remarkable, you guys. It comes down to consistency. It comes down to being willing to talk about it with people when you are face to face after they've saw a post, right? It comes down to that consistency. And Cindy is one of the most busy humans here, right? She's got a lot of things in a lot of places and a lot of people that she's got to be there for. And she was completely unplugged, took the initiative to schedule out her posts, which if you haven't done that, I would look it up on YouTube. You can Google it. It'll walk you through how to do it. I know there's a couple of you who, for whatever reason, Facebook says, no, you can't, but most people can, right? And in just the fact that you were able to be disconnected in that way and still sell 8 boxes absolutely has my mind blown. And it just goes to show you guys, it took her a little bit. It took her a minute to get to this point. It did not start like this, right, Cindy?
No.
It did not start this way, but because she remained consistent and held on to that faith and that belief, it's just her business is really, really exploding because of it. So congratulations. I love watching your journey and all of this. It's so much fun.
Ew.
So good. Congratulations. And big shout out as well, too. I forgot to ask this. If there's anyone newer to this call, by the way, you're within your first month or so, put a 1 in the comments. I see Paula Schmitz is for your first time on IPA Call. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on. And Cindy, to what you said, what I got from that too is we have a good reputation, guys, both Partner Co. and this team. So feel good. Like that got some goosebumps on me because I'm like, people are hearing about us. But when they hear about us, it's always like, oh my gosh, what are you going to say? When you have a doctor saying, wow, this is amazing. when you have other people snooping around, it's not just me, it's all of us, right? When they snoop around all of us, who here's grateful we have people that if people snoop on us, we know that they're going to like what they see, right? So absolutely huge. So, and welcome Tracy, welcome Carol. Come on, congratulations there. Thanks, Cindy. Huge congratulations. I see Paula Allen next.
Good morning. How are you all?
Good. Do you happen to have a camera at all? If not, that's okay.
Well, I'm going to pass this morning.
I got it. No worries.
My husband took my son to school, so I was like, okay, I don't have to be fully, ready for
All
public.
good.
And so I've kind of being a little lazy this morning.
You're
and now
fine.
Still getting other things done, but
No
just
worries.
lazy with that. So it was like the weekend to get my friends from high school going on this health and wellness journey. It was so fun. So I have the one friend from high school, and I've been talking to her, and she's like, no, I'm taking bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, and I'm receiving some results, and it's kind of expensive, but I'm going to wait. I'm just going to pause on the drops. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So another friend that we went to high school with, she posted this big long post on Facebook and shares all these all these hormone things you go through with menopause and the poor husband and all these things. And so this particular friend that's on the bioidentical hormones comments along with two other friends from high school. They're all like, oh my gosh, yes, this is awful. This is awful. So I commented and I said, ladies, it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. And I shared my testimony on there. So this friend on the bioidentical hormones, she commented and she said, okay, here's the deal, Paula. I don't want to do a Zoom. I don't want to join a group. I don't want to go listen to a live. I just want the drops and I don't want to sell it. I just want the drops and to receive the benefits. And I commented back and I said, absolutely, you can do that. So I private messaged her, sent the link. So she chose to enroll as a brand partner. She works in the healthcare field. So I suspect that when she starts receiving results, she will, right now, she's saying she doesn't want to share, but I really think that's going to shift and change. So that was Saturday. So she ordered 100 PV. And then yesterday I kept checking because this other friend from high school, which I think I shared with you all a different day, I literally did a drop talk with her and her husband at Sam's Club. And they were interested. So she had reached out and said, yes, we're going to commit. We're both going to commit to 3 months. Cause I told them you got to do 90 days. It's just how long it takes for everything to balance. So I was just getting ready to put my phone down last night and go to sleep. Cause for 3 nights in a row, I was up late, busy doing things. And it said that I had 2. And I thought, what? I just knew about the one from Saturday. And I looked, and lo and behold, it was my friend and her husband that I did the drop talk with at Sam's Club. And she enrolled with the 4-pack. And so it's just super exciting. I had talked with both of them through Messenger back and forth. But like I said, the lady with using the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, she said, I'm going to pass that. I'm receiving results with this other, and it's expensive, but I don't mind spending the money because it's helping. So I had written her off. So when I made the comment on the Facebook post of our mutual friend that we went to high school with, I was thinking for her and these other 2 ladies. I wasn't thinking for the bioidentical hormone lady because she already told me no, that she was doing this other. But she's
Huge
interested.
congratulations. That's how
Yes.
you do it. You did not discount them. You just went for it. So there's so much to unpack here. Congratulations, Paula. Lindsay, I'll toss it to you.
Yes. So the biggest thing that I take from what Paul is saying here is you really have to listen to people and meet them where they are, right? So you're going to have people that are like, I don't want to be in a group. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that, right? I had the same thing with somebody. She was very like, there's a lot of resistance. And I just said, okay, like no problem. Right. And Paula, you did that very well by really just saying, no problem. I can help you where you want to be helped right now. Or you have somebody else that's like, it's a no for me. Right. And the truth is look, that was Adela. That was Adela. You guys know Adela now, right? How open is Adela now? How into this? How in love with the community and all the things, right? Adela loves it. And that was her. It's so important to know that. You got to baby step people. It is about just small baby steps and meeting them where they are and being willing to take them through their timing and their journey. It's not always what we want. It's not always our time. It's never our timing, right? It's always about what is good for them, when it's right for them, and going at their speed. And so when you meet them there and you continue to do what you're doing, it's why we have the tracker in place, right? You've got to continue to talk to new people. You have to continue to market. You have to continue to put yourself out there while you write these other people's names down. Even somebody that says no, write their name down, because it's not a no forever, right? People move through different phases in their life. They educate themselves in different ways. They start understanding things better. They start, Paula said this, and actually now somebody else is saying that, let me go back and see what this is all about again. It's just, this is like the most important IPA, in my opinion, because we have to really understand where people are and why they're going through their journey, and just being able to be there, right? Being able to be that support, being able to be that voice and saying, hey, I'm here when you're ready, whatever the journey looks like for you, and supporting people where they are. I see a lot of people, in this world, like downgrading people or just degrading them for where they are versus supporting them where they are, understanding that that is what they know at this moment. That is what their understanding of something is at this moment. And you just have to be there to support them and be the voice and educate them along the way, right? It's really, really important. That's exactly what Paula did. And look what came out of it, right? So I love that, Paula. Congratulations. So, so good.
Yes, it's
Congrats.
amazing.
Congrats. Yes.
And
Paula, sorry,
Kitty's-
just for sake of time, we have 3 more. So we're going to kind of go
Yes.
rapid fire here, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
We're so proud of you. Come on. Miss Leah, you're next. We'll do 1 comment per.
Okay, everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still in shock. I am like over here doing a happy dance all weekend. Just Friday, I thought was ending on a great note. I hit ultimate as of Friday night, I want to say, by the end of the day. And then, I still had people asking things. And by last night, I made supervisor and I am close to making manager. So, hey, I'm ready for this. And all I have to say is I'm on day 6 of my 7-day launch and doing all of my stuff. And what Cindy and Lindsay have in place and the videos and everything, I I think I've said it before on here, but it is so easy. And I am literally just doing what they have in place for us, and things are happening. I had 18 people at my house yesterday for a farewell dinner for my husband's company. And I had one of my new customers last night was one of the girls that left here. She just was like, they think I'm hacked. A lot of people think I'm hacked on Facebook because of all the posting and stuff. And I'm like, no, it's me. And then they both saw me yesterday and they were like, girlfriend, you look amazing. And so we have a convention for our husband's company in May in Vegas. And they were like, I want to look like you by Vegas. So they ordered last night and I'm really happy to keep sharing.
Congratulations. So good. Donna, let's have you chime in. You're in the inner workings. What are you getting from this and what's happening?
I can't stop smiling. I am just so happy for my daughter because I've seen her impact me and nothing happened for her. And they didn't have a system. They didn't have boards. They didn't have any of this that worked. And To just watch her becomes, get emotional. To see her be successful and feel so good in her skin, but about herself. And I don't mean this in a bad way, Leah, but out of all four of my kids, she lacks the most self-esteem. You'd be surprised because she's a beautiful girl inside and out. She's got such a big heart. She touches so many lives. And to see her happy in her own skin, proud of herself, like she's proud of herself. And that makes me so proud because I've never seen her like this before, guys. She's got the confidence. She believes in herself. She believes in the products. She believes in the system. And she reminds me so much of myself because when I first started, I didn't know anything either. I mean, I had Cindy, Danielle, Lindsay, hey, you just hit this or you hit that. And it's like, what's that mean? But you guys, I'm going to say it again. You don't need to know everything. She doesn't know everything. I still don't know everything, but the system works. So, Leah, I am so proud of you. And I just can't wait to be in Punta Cana with you. Okay, I'm done.
You're so proud. Leah, congratulations. Donna, thank you. Mike Vu, I know you got to follow up that, right, Mike?
Hello.
Hey, Mike.
What's up? Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Tell us your
Man.
IPA.
Yeah, so right now I'm still in Anaheim. I was down here for was that comic convention?
Yeah.
So I was pretty busy, but then was it I think on Friday we kind of like ended the night, but I think was it Friday? I think you shared one of your live was it videos about SlenderX, and I shared that to my post, and then I also updated my pin post. And then later on, I went to sleep. I woke up. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had two people message me saying, "What are you selling? And what is it? How much is it?" And I kind of want to try it out. And so I was like stunned. I was like, "Holy crap!" People do actually like come and was it a message you about these stuff? And so I got them interested. And so when I get back home, I'm going to, because I have some on hand, so I'm going to drop it off to them as well too before the order comes in. And so I'm doing that with them. And so it's very exciting. But there's another one too where like later on that day, was it me and Sunny was talking with a teammate and to kind of like get a better feel of how things work for them as well too. And then a friend of mine calls me, and this guy, I just met him like 2 weeks ago. He's a Lyft driver, so I usually take Lyft to do my dialysis treatment. So it's about three times a week, and I got this guy interested. And then I got him to watch the videos and everything. I sent the links to him, and then he had some questions. I answered it, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to do this with you guys." And then all of a sudden, he ghosts me for like 2 weeks, and then he calls me back later that day. Yes, was it? Oh, was it the Saturday? And I was like, "Holy crap! Hold on, I gotta get off this call because this guy is calling me." And then he called me, and then he said, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to ghost you, but we had that they just got done celebrating their religion, which was Ramadan."
Mm.
And so so he was like, "Hey man, I'm still looking to join with you, so let's do this. I still want to buy some products as well too." So I was like, "Holy crap, this is crazy." So I just been like very excited this whole entire weekend.
Let's
And
go.
so, yeah.
Mr. Mike Boom. By the way, the live that Mike's referring to, these are all tools. Anything we share here, everyone can absolutely use. So just drop this in. I did a how to use the drops and maximize your results video because I've done them for like a long time. So it's both on my Facebook. It's also on our Wellness 360 YouTube if you want to use that. So Mike, you just shared this to your feed. And then you also you took the link and you commented it on your pin post. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So really good idea. It's in our 7-day launch to constantly work your pin posts and comment with testimonials or anything that's helpful and just utilizing everything. So huge congratulations, man. Let's go, Mike. Come on.
Thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations. Love it. Sunny Yang, you'll close this out.
Sounds good. I will lead by example and follow my teenage deal. And then now I'm like playing this or seeing this as a game now, James. It's like you are the NPC or the helper in the game. We're like, okay, if we need or no, doesn't know what to do, we will think what James would do or what James would say to us. And then I would go back to that quest log, like, oh, James will say this, go back to the boards or do the ones with IPA trackers. And then that's what I've been doing this every day now. And then I was just following up on my customers, which is my sister-in-law. I got her on the Advantage, and then I was following up with her during the weekend, like, hey, how's it going? How are you doing on the Advantage? She's like, it's not going so well because that's on my part because I'm not really taking the products daily. So she was saying all of that, so I didn't. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's all right. You know, you go on your own time, and when you are able to take it consistently. And then the follow-up the follow-up thing that she said was, oh, you know that thing, the other thing that you're posting, what is it? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that sugar stuff thing. You're like, oh, sugar stuff. Yeah, what about it? It's like, I'm interested in it. You're like, you are like, yeah. She's like, does it really work? Like to me, it does because if I feel like if I want to cheat, and us Asians we love white rice and carbs and noodles stuff like that. If I were to cheat on any of those carbs, I would take that before my meal of those, and then I would not feel guilty at all. And then I didn't gain any weight from that. She's like, really? It does all of that? Like, yes, it does that. She's like, yeah, I need that too. She's like, can I get some? I'm like, yeah, you can get one. I'll put an order for you. And then I said, because I was still kind of calculating all the points that I gathered over the weekend, and then I kind of put her on hold. And 2 hours later, she's like, did you put the order in yet? Like, no, sorry, sis. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I will definitely put you an order in. And the key is like just to follow up and talk to people every day and just like, you never know what they see on your post because that one post that you share, like different products or something like that, they are really paying attention. And then one more thing to follow up on that too, I follow up with my Japanese friend that I met in college like 10 years ago. And then like over the week, I was like, hey, it's been a long time, we should catch up. And then we did a video call last night. I did have that tool to translate the Japanese language into English, but I played it off where, hey, can you do just translations for me over the website where you can go details by details on the products for me? She's like, yeah, I could do that. And now she's like going through all the products with me, and then she's really interested in. But I'm gonna.
She didn't buy anything yet, though.
No,
okay, she will soon.
She's
awesome.
Up, and she said, yeah.
All good. So you have your IPA from following up from your customer, which is huge. One Advantage customer can turn into so much more. The fortune is in the follow-ups there. So way to serve and support. And I love you're just thinking the whole key behind everything we're doing here, guys, is what do? Go back to the boards, go back to the tracker. That's really what it is. Like that's the IPA. Like huge. So Sunny, huge congratulations. Everybody, thank you so much. And I apologize. We're so many IPAs now. So we're like getting it. We want to hear everyone. So, but so grateful for everyone that's willing to share all the time. And Sunny, you're crushing it, man. Way to go and huge congratulations. So with that, I want to share real quick, if you don't mind, that homework tip that Cindy Kellick brought up, and then I think Katie did, and then Cindy McNutt was talking about how to find your friends in your prospect group. So I actually didn't know how to do this, so I was looking it up. So real quick, when you're in your prospect group, whether it's the Drop Revolution or Wellness 360, when you go to the members tab, just go up here. And when you click on that, you can scroll down and you'll see all of your friends. So you can go through your friends and then see are some of these prospects that you added, and then you can actually help them in that. All right. So I needed to look at that. So if you didn't know that, just wanted to share that real quick. I thought that was a really, really powerful IPA to have. All right. So with that, right after this, if you are checking off your personal development box on your IPA call, on your IPA tracker, then we have our BOC with Dana Harper. They just launched Nigeria for partner code this last weekend. So they're off that high. I'm sure that everything he's going to talk about today is going to be powerful. So be sure to log into that. And other than that, we will pray out. So if you want to linger for this, absolutely stay on. If not, feel free to hop off. We honor you as well too. And let's get into this. So, dear Father, we're just so thankful for you today. And specifically, I just feel like you are pruning us from one season into the next. I believe that every single champion that's on here today, they are here for such a time as this. There's a reason that they're here right now. It's because they are the ones that are committed to you, committed to this community, committed to the call. And as a rising tide carries all ships, we just pray that anything of the past is gone. All new things are here. And we are just committed to this next season and ready to receive the growth, the prosperity, the harvest, the fruit, the 10x multiplier that you're putting in literally this next quarter. So I just thank you for every single person that's on here today. Continue to confirm that everything that you say is true with signs, miracles, and wonders, and just open up opportunities, Lord. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.